It's okay, you'll do fine. My first year when I signed up, I thought it was like hula hooping and jump roping, not like big trapeze acts and things like that. Today is my first day to practice, and I'm a little bit nervous.
Right in this arm and grab down here. Good.
We started low, and then we did it a lot higher.
There you go, you got it.
I never done anything like this in my life, and I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone.
Awesome. Told you, landing it.
The circus is one of the greatest times of the year. The kids really discover that they can do almost anything because they're flipping in the air, they're skating around, they're doing all the things that they never imagined they can do.
This year, it made me feel brave, and it made me feel excited, and I felt really good about myself.
So you walk in here feeling, perhaps I can't do certain things, and you walk out saying,
You bet I can. I'm not afraid to do that. And it's just, it gives you power.
Your kids to the circus, but what happens when the kids are the circus?
A good time happens, and it is a good time that can give a youngster more poise, self-confidence, and determination to succeed.
Now, you have to admit, Circus of the Kids is not your ordinary classroom activity, but the kids are learning something very important. They're learning a skill that will help them later in life.
Well, it gives them that self-confidence that they haven't had the opportunity to show in just the everyday, daily things that they do.
And if they can fly through the air on the trapeze, then they might be able to get up and give a book report.
That's exactly right.
I know for a fact that you saw quite an amazing show.
It was a really cool show. There's not many school assemblies that start with the kids jumping through fire. Well, that's because this is not an average school. Royster Middle School in Chinook, Kansas, is putting on a circus for the kids.
When you jump over it, you can feel the warmth, but you can't actually feel the flames on you.
Bruce Pfeffer is the owner of the circus, and he's been taking it across the country for 30 years. And he remembers his first time under the big top because he was hooked.
I remember going to the circus as a little kid. I was 11 years old, and I went up to somebody who was a juggler, and after the show was over, I said, "Mister, would you teach me to juggle, please?" "Here you go, kid. Go practice."
Circus sets up at the school 3 weeks before the performance, and then they teach the kids all these amazing moves. And they practice every day after school and on the weekends.
This goal attainment, that we set this almost unrealistic goal, and then we work like crazy, aiming at this thing to finally accomplish something.
I didn't know I could do some of the stuff that I am doing.
12-year-old Jenna Greer learned how to perform on the double trapeze, and she had one thing on her mind.
I'm thinking about not falling, that's mostly what I'm thinking about.
And with this act, it requires a lot of trust with your partner.
If he doesn't know what he's doing, then you might fall, so it kind of depends on both of us.
And safety is a top priority during the show.
We've got spotters, we've got safety harnesses and safety lines, there's mats and crash pads. I mean, we've got these kids well protected.
It's discipline, it's getting over your fears, it's pushing through something that it's not that you didn't think you could do, but every element has a physical challenge to it, and they've got to push through this and say, I can do this, and then they look back when this is done and go, look at what I accomplished, I can't believe what I did.
If kids would fall or hurt themselves, and they'd be like, nope, I'm doing the show, that you're not going to hold me down, you know, like it's not they didn't cry in the middle of the show, like everybody was just like, get me back out there, I want to do it again. You know, it was amazing to see the attitude change in everybody.
Okay, back to the fire. Seriously, how do they do that?
Whenever you run up to it, you're like, I've got to do it. You want to make everyone proud, and you want to make yourself proud so you know that you can actually do it.
So what all is involved for the kids that actually take part in this? I mean, you mentioned that they had to audition. What are you looking for when you cast these stars for your show?
Well, they audition not to get into the circus, but they're auditioning so that we can figure out where we're going to place them. We've got obviously a whole bunch of different acts that we do with the kids. We're looking for aptitude in the audition, so you don't have to know how to juggle, but we want to figure out that we're going to be able to teach this to you in a couple of weeks. And that's really what the auditions are all about. They take all afternoon and all evening. We did phys ed Tuesday, Wednesday, so then Wednesday night. We met with the parents that evening as well to explain what this process is going to be and what everybody's responsibilities are. And then the rehearsals, the kids are with us 10 to 15 hours of rehearsal. They have to keep up with their grades, their schoolwork, their responsibilities.
It's amazing that they're all middle school kids doing that.
It is unbelievable. It does not happen every year, and take our word for it. You're blown away.
I was amazed. When they started lighting the fire, I'm like, whoa.
You will not believe your eyes. I can't say that enough. I hear people walking out of the gym after the show is over who don't know, and they go, that was really nice, but where are the local kids?
What I'm guessing is that you build each show around the kids.
That's exactly what happens. We don't write our show. We bring in all sorts of options, but we don't ever write our show until after auditions.
Tori Liss never knew she could do something like this.
When they first told me I was doing that trick, I'm like, no. But I'm actually kind of glad I'm doing it. They tell you to get out of your comfort zone.
Way out of the comfort zone, especially on the acrobatic performances.
It just feels so cool, just being in the air, just having fun with your new friends, all the coaches.
They find out how to work together, a life skill they'll never forget.
I think I've learned that you can't do things with only one person. You got to have a team.
Every child who auditions gets a part, those with gymnastics or tumbling backgrounds and those without.
Because we want to challenge them and teach them something new. They're really nervous when they first start, and you can see a difference in the first couple rehearsals where they come out and it's like, who wants to go next? And they're like, don't pick me, don't pick. And the second or third day, it's like, all right, let's do this. I want to go.
But by the time they perform, they're different. With the confidence, there's nothing they can't do.
When you start talking about the heart of your kids, that pulls you together. And they've all watched the practices. They're all cheering for somebody else's child. They were all hugging other people's kids last night and telling them what a great job they did.
The experience that they have, they're going to talk about it for the rest of their lives.
It was unbelievable what they could do in just a week.
And I heard you tried one of these
yeah.
You're so
No
talented.
way. Those kids are brave, but they did such a great job.
Very proud of them.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for them to be a star and see what it's like to actually be the center of attention.
Now all the kids are like, they were all running around yesterday saying, when they leave, we're all just going to be normal again.